In the world of the Transformers, the war between the Autobots and Decepticons ravaged their home world,
devastating all in its path, draining the planet's once rich sources of energy.
However, many of the peace-loving Autobots detest being dragged into the battle.
We don't believe in fighting. You know what the ancients taught us, Sandstorm? Fighting only begets more fighting.
Oh, we Autobots are always fighting. Must we drag you humans into it too?
Among them is the Autobots' Geologist, Beachcomber.
Like if you need geology type info, hey, just call on yours truly, Beachcomber.
I'd like to thank my patrons and my channel members for your continued support. Consider becoming one, or purchase some merch on my spring store today. As mentioned in my Cosmos retrospective, it has been theorized that the 1985 Minibots were originally designed for Takara's Microchange toy line before its cancellation. Instead, they were released by Hasbro in the Transformers toy line's second year, one of which transformed into a blue Chinook fast attack vehicle, which is meant to be armed for military desert combat. However, being that the vehicle was unequipped with weaponry, Hasbro referred to it as a dune buggy, and the figure was given the name Beachcomber. In his profile as written by Bob Budiansky, Beachcomber is the Autobots' laid-back, cool-headed geologist. With no interest in war, Beachcomber prefers long trips through deserts and coasts where he can escape and relax, as his vehicle mode can go across the most rugged terrain. However, he can be depended upon to go into battle against the Decepticons despite his pacifism, and his sensors can help the Autobots accurately discover vital resources to survive on Earth. First appearing without explanation in the cartoon episode Dinobot Island Part 2, Beachcomber offered his expertise in geology to Perceptor and Chip Chase, as they worked to discover what caused the time disruptions seen in the episode. Voiced by Alan Oppenheimer.
Like, I hope we don't destroy this place before we can study it. Ooh, wow.
Beachcomber was a peace-loving bot who only fought against the Decepticons when the situation demanded it. With his high-tech scanners, he helped his fellow Autobots track down the Insecticons as they feasted on a redwood forest. He was also present throughout Season 2, despite his disdain for war.
I dig projects that don't require conflict, you know.
This pacifism was highlighted in the episode The Golden Lagoon. Beachcomber was part of an Autobot geological survey team when they were attacked by the Decepticons. Escaping through a cave into a paradise garden,
Oh my, it's paradise.
Beachcomber befriended the wildlife in the area.
Let's see if I can learn your language.
He soon discovered a pool filled with Electrum, a liquid metal that could coat a Transformer and make them temporarily impervious to laser fire. Unfortunately, the Autobots and Decepticons eventually discovered this lagoon, and their gold-coated combat decimated the Garden of Paradise. Although the Autobots managed to defeat the Decepticons as the effects of the Electrum wore off, the Golden Lagoon was destroyed. Unaware of the cost, the Autobots celebrated their victory. However, Beachcomber lamented the destruction of the garden as this paradise was lost.
We won.
Beachcomber was absent from Transformers the movie, though many fans believed he perished inside Unicron when a generic robot that was colored like him was dropped into a smelting pool. However, storyboards revealed this was actually a Decepticon that was ingested by Unicron earlier. Instead, Beachcomber made a stand among his fellow Autobots in the third season as Trypticon attacked the Ark. He also made a brief appearance in the Japanese exclusive series, The Headmasters, among the Autobots put to sleep by Mindwipe's hypnosis. In the Marvel Comics, Beachcomber was part of Perceptor's unit on Cybertron. Arriving on Earth through the Decepticon space bridge, Beachcomber was relegated to background character status, only wishing for Blaster to take command of the Autobots to bring about peace. Before many other Transformers were killed by an underbase-powered Starscream, Beachcomber fell victim to a mauling from Mindwipe. Beachcomber's G1 figure was re-released in 1993 during Generation 2 in a metallic green color scheme. Although he made a cameo appearance in the first episode of Transformers Armada, It would not be until 2005 in Transformers Energon that Beachcomber would see a new figure. A recolor of Cliffjumper, Beachcomber transformed into a stylized beach buggy, and his online bio described him as the guard of Ocean City, passing the time with a joke or prank to keep up the morale. Unfortunately, Beachcomber merely cameoed in Dreamwave's Energon comic, and in the anime, he was simply the upgraded form of Cliffjumper. In Transformers Animated, Beachcomber was supposed to appear in the Season 3 episode Transwarped, finding out Shockwave's identity before being promptly killed off. The scene was cut for time, and instead, he found his way into a crowd scene later on in the season. His bio described him as a pacifist hippie who wanted to be everyone's friend while getting high on Cybertronian drugs. It was well documented that the production staff hated the character, and if the show continued for a 4th season, they would have ensured his death at the hands of the Decepticons. As part of the toy lines for the live-action films, several figures were made as transforming characters based on the vehicles seen in the film, one of which was the Autobot Dune Runner that transformed into a Chernouth Desert Patrol vehicle, a modern equivalent of Beachcomber's original Dune buggy. Of course, it came as no surprise that this figure was redecoed as Beachcomber himself in the Revenge of the Fallen toy line in 2009. Sold in a Walmart exclusive 2-pack with the Decepticon Deadlift, their combined bio states that while both of them are pacifists, the war has drawn both of them against each other in a fight to the finish. Beachcomber was also introduced into the world of Shattered Glass, repurposing the live-action film's toy line's figure of Hardtop as the character. Though only mentioned in text-based stories, Beachcomber was an unstable, evil Autobot whose speech comprised entirely of song lyrics. Like his Marvel Comics appearances, Beachcomber appeared only briefly in various comic series. This included being part of a resistance unit on Cybertron in the Dreamwave comics that rallied to liberate their homeworld from Shockwave's control. He also filled a scene of Autobot soldiers in the Regeneration 1 comics. In the IDW comics, this poor pacifist Autobot was forced by Soundwave, using one of Bombshell's Cerebro shells, to assassinate Blaster. Beachcomber's attempt failed, and thanks to Blaster's efforts, Beachcomber fought against the Insecticons' control. Eventually recovering, Beachcomber came to Earth with his fellow Autobots, only to be promptly captured by human forces. He was eventually freed by Bumblebee, and was eager to live life on Cybertron in peace. Around this time in 2008, Beachcomber received his first new figure based on his Generation 1 counterpart that transformed into a dune buggy that resembled a warthog from the Halo games. The release of a new Beachcomber figure in 2018's Power of the Primes prompted IDW to bring the character back into their comics pages as a prison guard that was more eager to admire the flowers. This, of course, would not be the case in IDW's rebooted continuity, which saw Beachcomber on a geological survey team that fell victim to the Decepticons. As the Golden Lagoon was Beachcomber's most memorable episode, his Power of the Primes figure was released exclusively by Takara as a mall exclusive and in an Electrum Gold clad deco. With Beachcomber's G2 toy sitting on Hasbro designer Mark Mauer's desk for many years, inspiration was made to have Beachcomber receive a new deluxe class figure in 2023 in the Transformers Legacy Evolution toy line. Finally equipped with his blaster and a cartoon-accurate head sculpt, he also comes packaged with the Paradise Parakeet, whose language he learned in the Golden Lagoon.
How do I say, it's a beautiful day?
Perhaps his G2 or Electrum-coated decos could make a comeback as well. Despite being a peace-loving geologist, Beachcomber's role plays an important part in the Autobot's survival. Although he may slip quite frequently into the background, perhaps his laid-back persona could see more spotlights in future Transformers stories. After all, with everything going on in the world, we could certainly use a little more peace.
Relax, man. Remember, we're all one with the universe.
We're about to become one with the pavement, Doc!
What do you think? Does Beachcomber deserve another chance in the spotlight? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you like this video, be sure to thumbs up and subscribe. I have many more Transformers videos like this coming soon, so stay tuned. And as always, Until next time, till all are one.
Don't let it get to you, Ranger. Insecticons probably think humans are figments too. Let's go.